Hello and welcome to Open, everyone. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche, always inviting you to get social with us online, that is. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget, follow moi on Twitter, Instagram, FB, Snapchat, Insta Stories, LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. All right, so Veneno-Primera Caída, el Relámpago de Jack, which I believe means the first fall. And in the realm of Jack Veneno is the story about a Dominican wrestler who is a living legend within the Latino community. And the folklore has been engraved in the hearts and minds of those who have enjoyed the battles. Let's take a sneak peek of the highly anticipated film, Veneno.
Naciera mil veces fuera luchador. Yo estoy hecho de concreto, de acero de duro, a puro golpe, coño. Yo estoy hecho de veneno, de sueños, de aplausos, de gloria.
And welcome back to the studio. That was a sneak peek of Veneno, and here to share more is the star of the film and actor who plays Jack Veneno, Manny Perez.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Welcome
Thank
to our
you.
open studio. Congratulations to you on all of the work that you've been putting forward. And I do want to acknowledge you mostly for acknowledging us as Latinos and making sure that you are presenting our stories. And so let's just talk a little bit about that and how you choose your roles.
Well, no, thank you for having me again. I'm all about stories that have moved people. For example, as Dominican, I'm a Dominican. Jack Veneno has been a legend in my country, actually in Latinos in general. And so his story must be told, and I'm glad it's being told now that he's alive, so he can actually see it. He actually saw it in Dominican Republic when we had our premiere. So how I choose my roles, I guess I love roles that have a lot of heart, and this character has a lot of heart. And there is a beginning, a middle. It doesn't have to have an end, but make sure that the character has a transition from the start to the end. So that's how I look at scripts, just good stories.
No, I understand he's into politics now.
He was.
Yeah,
he was. Now he's like 85,
right.
and his age is coming on to him right now.
How fortunate was that for you to be able to share this moment with him in your development of portraying him?
Well, it's funny, I met him, 5 years studying him via YouTube, just the way he speaks, his style. And then I met him in person, and I was like, wait, this is my hero? This is the guy that I grew up with? Why? Because I didn't think he was that old. I always picture him as like the big muscle dude. And then I'm like, oh, wait, time's going by, years are going by. So that's and he's an amazing guy. He just really has a beautiful heart.
So I understand that the fight between him and another wrestler, an American wrestler, Ric Flair, that is like almost like a holiday tradition within the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And that's how this whole, I guess, this version of the story evolved. But let's talk a little bit about that, because from what I understand, it's gotten so many views and it's kind of like almost traditional, right?
Exactly. No, Ric Flair, I'm not sure if people know, but he was, before Hulk Hogan, it was Ric Flair. And he was the champion worldwide. And he went to DR to do this match where he actually got beat down. And he lost the title. And so Jack Veneno.
Right, to Veneno, and he said that he lost it because he didn't want to get beat down by Dominicans, right? That's what the
Exactly.
story.
But this story, in regards to Jack Veneno, the film that everybody's going to hopefully see April 13th, it's the beginning of how Rafael Sanchez, which is the original name of Jack Veneno, how he turned into Jack Veneno. And then in the magical world of lucha libre. Then we have a part 2 and a part 3. Part 2 involves the fight with Ric Flair. That happens, hopefully, we'll start shooting next year. So it's a 3-part.
It's a 3-part series film.
Exactly.
Wow, that you must feel so proud, Manny.
No, you know what? I'm so glad, and I thank the Lord that I'm playing this role. Again, this is our superhero in the DR, and I'm just such an honor to play this man.
And what's really wonderful is that it's being distributed throughout the United States. Now, let's talk a little bit about that distribution, because while it is available in various theaters throughout the states, it's limited as well.
Exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about where people can watch it.
Well, Spanglish Movies is the distributor, and thank God for Spanglish Movie, because they're really not distributing any Latino film nowadays at all. Actually, independent film is dying in the United States because of these superhero movies that we got, the Avengers or whatever. So Spanglish Movies. Yeah, I know.
Tell me how you feel, man.
No, I know, but it's true.
No, I hear you.
So,
but you're making our Latino superheroes,
well,
and we
no,
love that.
thank you.
No,
There you go.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will be our
The introduction to
something bigger than
yes, absolutely.
So it opens in limited theaters, basically the whole East Coast from New York down to Miami. We have like 24, 26 theaters, which is great. And we're targeting basically Latinos. It doesn't matter if you're Dominicans, just Latinos. So hopefully that opening weekend is will be a big deal if we support and support these Dominican films, just these films, Latino films in general.
Well, I think it's important for us to tell our stories, and I think it's important for us to know our stories, and I think it's definitely important for us to support our stories.
Amen to
and
that.
so when is the film opening?
April 13th, here in New York, Miami, Rhode Island, Boston, 42nd Street, we're talking the AMC. We're talking
Here in New York.
In New York.
Do you
we're
know
talking,
the theaters that it's going to premiere here in New York?
Yeah, I do. The Grand Concourse.
Oh, here in the Bronx?
Whitestone.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice.
Here in Whitestone, 42nd Street. Then we have others. Then we have New Jersey, everywhere in New Jersey. So I don't really exactly know.
No,
but,
I didn't expect you to memorize the whole listing, but where can they go get the listing?
Oh,
Where
Fandango.com. It would just regular, where you go search for films. Put Jack Veneno on April 13th, and you get the whole update where the film is playing.
Wonderful.
Which is great. I also want to invite you to the premiere of Jack Veneno.
Oh my goodness!
The premiere is the 10th.
Thank you.
And please, I would love to hear your thoughts.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much,
welcome.
Manny,
You're
and
welcome.
congratulations to you. And I really, really acknowledge you
Well, thank
for
you.
making sure our stories are told and portrayed with a quality presentation, right?
Thank
Because
you.
you're a phenomenal actor,
No, well,
and I'm
thank you.
really excited to see you in this role.
Thank you,
And
thank
thank you
you.
for stopping by here on Open
Thank you
to
so
share
much.
with our viewers. And you guys, once again, Veneno, Primera Caída, Relámpago de Jack premieres in theaters throughout the U.S. Beginning on April 13th, 2018. And I wanted to invite you guys to maybe visit their Instagram as well. It's at Venenord. It's VENENORD, because they have listings listed there throughout the images, and you'll be able to find the closest theater screening near you. Don't forget, Veneno opens April 13th. Okay, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear an empowering story sending a message of hope. So don't go anywhere.